Achieving millionaire status isn't solely about luck or innate talent, it often stems from the cultivation of certain habits and mindsets. Behind the success of many millionaires lie consistent patterns of behavior, discipline, and strategic thinking that propel them towards financial prosperity. These habits encompass a spectrum of attitudes towards money, work ethic, personal development, and risk-taking. By understanding and adopting these habits, individuals can pave their own paths towards financial success. The crucial advice revolves around placing emphasis on nurturing and cultivating specific habits. As creatures driven by routine, neglecting the establishment of positive habits may inevitably lead to the formation of bad ones. Let's delve into 5 habits practiced by millionaires that we can adopt and learn from. The habit number 1 is to start tracking every dollar you spend. Although it seems so straightforward, it is by far the most significant and useful habit. Many people take the ability to track spendings for granted. They believe they can accomplish it mentally. However, it is ineffective. You must record it somewhere, whether you do it in a journal, whether you use an app or Excel, you should set up a structure. This will enable you to track your spendings. Some of the benefits of tracking your spending are below. 1. By consistently tracking your spending, you can spot patterns in your expenses. You may notice seasonal fluctuations, monthly trends, or areas where you consistently overspend. Recognizing these patterns helps in making more informed financial decisions. 2. It helps in managing and reducing debt. By tracking where your money goes, you can prioritize debt payments and allocate more funds towards paying off debts strategically. 3. Tracking expenses creates accountability. When you're aware of your spending, you're less likely to overspend or make impulsive purchases that can negatively impact your finances. Even if you make 10 times as much money as you need, if you don't keep track of your expenditures, you may simply end up spending it all. You can automate the process of tracking, which brings us to the second habit is to build systems. Automate everything you can because, as you age, you come to realize that time is the most valuable resource you will ever own. Time doesn't equal money. Time holds a far greater significance than money. It's invaluable compared to financial wealth. The best indicator of your wealth is how much free time you have. Having ample free time implies a certain level of financial stability and the capacity to control one's schedule, indicating a richer and more fulfilling life beyond monetary measures. Consider this. Tracking your expenses requires a lot of effort, but you can do it in around 15 to 30 minutes a month if you have a system in place that makes it easy. Therefore, consider automating as many aspects of your life as you can. In summary, building systems permeate various aspects of daily life, providing structure, efficiency, and a roadmap for achieving goals or managing tasks effectively. These systems help individuals stay organized, focused, and consistent in their endeavors. The third habit is to never invest in what you don't understand. If I could give my younger self just one piece of advice, it would be this. I repeatedly committed this error, and I frequently see other people doing the same thing. Investing is much worse than gambling when you invest in something you don't understand. You almost certainly will lose money. The lesson is that investing in one item is not necessarily better than investing in another. Investing done right paves the way for a secure financial future. It doesn't matter if you invest in the stock market, real estate, startups, your own firm, or an ETF because the economy is growing overall. Long-term profitability applies to all of them. The difficult part is deciding which property, stock, or business is the most promising, and the only way to accomplish that is to have a thorough understanding of that sector. When it comes to investing, it's recommended that you retain 40% of your portfolio in equities, 30% in real estate, and the remaining 30% in other asset classes. This varies based on your risk appetite. Fourth habit is to produce instead of consuming. In our society, there are 2 distinct groups. The first group is made up of producers, followed by consumers. We're all somewhere in middle. No one is a consumer or a producer exclusively. But the real query is, are you more of a consumer or a producer? Consider YouTube as an example. People who produce content and those who consume it are two separate groups. Which one are you? Financially speaking, those who generate are undoubtedly considerably better off than those who consume. You shouldn't be shocked if your financial situation is bad if you spend the most of your time simply consuming. Consider your options for becoming a producer. It pretty much has to do with everything, not just YouTube. But it's incredibly challenging right now because what other people generate constantly diverts your attention. When you pick up your phone, you are immediately flooded with content created by others. You wind up wasting a lot of time watching YouTube and all you intended to do was check out what was going on. If you can spend more time creating and producing what you can, you'll start making more money. Start making shift towards becoming a producer. The final and fifth habit is to think twice before making a decision. Although it may not seem crucial, this habit is among the most significant ones you will ever form. Frequently, when we make decisions, it's because we didn't give them much thought in the moment, and we subsequently realized that the choice was bad. You spend $1,000 on a device only to later find it was a waste of money. The harm has already been done. Despite the value of having the ability to act swiftly and decisively, we all have committed this mistake many times. By forming this habit, you are encouraging thoughtful deliberation and the avoidance of impulsive or hasty decisions. By taking a moment to reflect and carefully assess the situation, individuals can make more informed and rational choices, potentially avoiding regrets or negative outcomes that might arise from rushed decisions. One way to avoid mistake of making hasty decisions is to extend waiting period. If you could put decision-making until the following day so that you could consider it with fresh eyes in the morning, especially if it involves significant financial outlay or a lengthy commitment. Avoid making snap judgments. It's best to form systems for daily tasks. With this, habit number 2 becomes crucial because the more tasks you can automate, the more time you'll have to devote to making crucial decisions. It's time for you to decide which of the 5 habits you want to start cultivating and take a step closer to your financial freedom. If you enjoyed and learned something from this video, give it a like and subscribe for more such videos.